cannot just sit down watching them to do whatever they feel like doing simply because they are professionals. You cannot talk to them. Give them target. During Jonathan, we brought mercenaries. They were about to finish Boko Haram. But because of our complacency and personal aggrandizement and personal interest, we asked them to go back. And we are still battling with the issue. I was in Borno State as a member of a state House of Assembly when the mercenaries were in Borno. They were less than 30. They operate in a place like this. Everybody with a laptop before him, observing what is happening in the bush. The moment they discovered an enclave, they will be able to identify how many weapons do they have, what kind of weapons are they using, how many AK-47 do they have, how many explosives do they have. They will take only 3 or 4 people in a chopper, go and clear everything. They will snap pictures before clearing them and bring back exhibit. We are about to finish it. And because of interest, personal interest, that if we allow mercenaries to finish this thing, we are not going to get anything. How much was the bill given by the mercenaries? Even Russia is employing mercenaries to fight for them, isn't it? Are we stronger than Russia? Is there anything wrong if you can bring somebody that can fight for you? There's nothing wrong in that. So I'm sorry if people are saying that National Assembly is not doing the needful, National Assembly is not providing the enabling laws. We have provided all the enabling laws. The enforcement of such laws is not ours. If government is not ready to implement, there is no way we can compel government. The only thing we can advise government. If government refuses to do it, there is no way you can force them. Because they have the mercenaries for implementation. You do not have.
Boko Haram now uses armed drones to attack people in Borno State. Yes, the kind of drones they use in Israel and Ukraine is what they are using right now to attack poor people right now in Borno State. Now my question is, how do they get funds to buy such sophisticated weapons? I don't know. How do they do it? Who are those funding these people? Like, what is going on? Every day these people are advancing. They are advancing. Hey!
You know, I mentioned this countless times before that Boko Haram, bandits, ISWAP, Janim, and most of them, the weapons they get is actually funded by some clandestine foreign operators because they are the ones that are supplying them weapons. Now, the Doge expose about the USAID has confirmed that actually Boko Haram and all these terrorists are getting their weapons through the funding that is coming from USAID. Just last year, USAID spent $824 million in Nigeria. Where did the money go to? Do you know what it means by 824 million naira? When you convert it dollars, when you convert it to naira, you'll find out that it's 1.3 trillion naira. Meaning each state out of the 37 states that we have, each can have up to 36 billion naira. Yet, this is what they claim to have spent in childcare, mortality, some education endowments and co. But what did you see? Nothing. How did the money come in here? Where did it go to? Ladies and gentlemen, this money goes to the funding of Boko Haram and the kidnappers that used to kill and destroy our land. That is the operation. So what Doge has done has exposed it. If you go to the last video I posted on my page, it's a United States congressman that is confirming this statement. A US congressman made a speech by saying that Boko Haram, bandits and terrorists that are operating in the Sahel, all of them are mostly funded by the USAID.
I send this message, I go give my so-called brothers and sisters. If you want to go join the Nigerian army, make sure so you dig your own grave for your own father compound. So that if your dead body go come back, may the civil bury you. If you want to join the Nigerian army, ensure so you first of all dig your own grave for your own father compound. If your body go come back, may the civil bury you. I say if your body go come back, may the civil bury you. Because the politicians say they go hand over you to the Fulanis. And the Fulanis, they go kill you. Your family no get with him, be say they go do the politicians. Your family, they no get one thing, where be say they go do the politicians. And if you get children, your own children, they will suffer for your own foolishness.
Drones that Boko Haram are using right now to attack Nigerian military bases are now similar to that of Israel and Ukraine drones they have been using against Russia and against Palestine. Take a look at this news. Many of us have been saying this, but Africans, many of you don't agree with us. You see, many of you that are still supporting Ukraine, still supporting Israel, France, United Kingdom, you need to think again. All these countries, their leaders are the real terrorists. Benjamin, the Prime Minister of Israel, Zelensky, Starmer, Emmanuel Macron, and many of them, they are the real terrorists. Now, they have done everything possible to destabilize Sahel region, but Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali are not letting them. Terrorists are receiving wutu in Sahel region. Now, they are putting all their focus here in Nigeria. Terrorists can now possess sophisticated weapons, drones, that Nigerian military don't have. Boko Haram, no, Mala has it. And they have attacking Nigerian military bases with these drones. Now, terrorists can place bomb. And this drone you are seeing, they will operate it direct to military bases, direct to markets, churches, mosques, and they will release the bomb. Can you see the level they are operating right now? You guys don't agree with us that these leaders, Western leaders, are the sponsor, because religion have damaged your reasoning. You don't think they have used religion to pin you down, both Islam and Christianity. When something happens to you, you call a God of Israel. The same Israel that have been unaliving Palestinians. The same Israel, the prime minister is the real terrorist. You guys don't know what is coming here in Nigeria. Nigerians should get ready because terrible things are coming. And that was the reason Nigerian Chief of Army Staff, Christopher Musa, traveled to Russia begging them to help Nigeria fight against these terrorists, because they have seen that water don't pass guy finally in Nigeria. United States can't help Nigeria. France can't help. United Kingdom can't help. They are the one sponsoring them. They can't help you to fight against them. Only Russia, China can help you. Now Nigeria is running around looking for whom to help them fight against these terrorists.
In war, you have several campaigns, which are a series of coordinated operations aimed at achieving strategic objectives. So, you win some, you lose some. But what is most important is the statistics of what you win against what you lose. In the last 1 week alone, I can tell you for a fact that over 20 terrorists have been neutralized, and we have also recovered several arms and ammunition, even as we continue to conduct operations on multiple fronts as we speak. For now, most citizens have returned to their communities, and socio-economic activities have resumed. Malam Fatori and Kukawa are recent success stories where almost 20,000 internally displaced persons have returned to their ancestral homes. However, what is happening in Nigeria is not unconnected to the situation in the greater Sahel region, where barracks in neighboring countries are being ransacked and weapons carted away. These weapons find their way down into Nigeria due to our large and porous borders, thereby re-energizing the fight. 2 years ago, we were ready to say that the conflict was over, but the deterioration in the security among Sahel states have also affected us. So, in spite of this progress, the terrorists have also adapted. This is possible also due to the relative ease with which they can access technology. For instance, since November of last year, we noticed the introduction of the use of armed drones to carry out attacks. Like you will find out in Israel and Ukraine, these drones are difficult to detect by conventional radar detection systems. In the last 2 months, we have been re-strategizing and reorganizing. The Chief of Army Staff was here just a week ago, and several changes have been made in theater. I, for instance, am one of such changes, having just taken over command about 2 weeks or thereabouts. Additional platforms and personnel are being inducted into the theater, but what the terrorists have resorted to doing is carrying out multi-pronged attacks on several isolated and vulnerable deployments and using it as a propaganda, which is why we are also reviewing our deployments. Yesterday alone, there were attacks in Ran, Dikwa, and Gajiram, and all these attacks were defeated, apart from Ran, where they succeeded in penetrating to an extent, leading to the loss of 4 gallant personnel. However, let me reassure you that the overall resolve of the Nigerian military is that we will completely defeat this terrorism and restore peace to the region once and for all in the shortest possible time. We just need the support of the nation. For the terrorists, I urge them to toe the path of their colleagues who have surrendered and have been humanely treated or risk being eliminated in the long run. The military is fully resolved and resourced to bring the battle to a favorable conclusion. Our troops are highly motivated and our resilience is not dampened. Several welfare initiatives have been instituted by the military hierarchy, and this has boosted the morale of our troops. This is the level of seriousness that the government attaches to this conflict, and in time, we will completely defeat terrorism. It is important for the Nigerian populace to understand the nature of the conflict and the space within which we have to operate. For instance, this entire theater of operation is over 150 square kilometers. That is larger than several countries put together. But let us even take the Timbuktu Triangle, which is one of the epicenters of this conflict. It is over 11,000 square kilometers in size, which is larger than Rivers, Bayelsa, and Osun states. Internationally, the Timbuktu Triangle is larger than Jamaica, Kosovo, as well as the Republic of Gambia. So, as a military, we need to be methodical and have a phased operation. In asymmetric warfare, Sun Tzu famously said, you have to separate the water from the fish. That is the terrorists from the populace. Security is therefore a collective responsibility and not just for the men in uniform. Nigerians must continue to assist the military in fishing out the bad elements. Let me give you an example. Last week alone, we were able to capture 13,000 liters of premium motor spirits, that is petrol, which was intercepted by our personnel headed for the terrorist enclave in the middle of the night. This amount will keep the terrorist motorcycles operational for the next 1 year. Therefore, it is expedient that the entire community joins in assisting the military to fight terrorism.
Welcome back, my people. The issue we are facing in this country called Nigeria, now only God now go save us from what we are facing in this country because of the way this Boko Haram of a thing is coming up day by day. Now know that time we say Goodluck, a bit Jonathan been the rule this country. Now all these northern people will be saying that they complain now them come against them, they fight them, say now be the causes of Boko Haram. Now why Goodluck, a bit Jonathan who could drop himself out of the presidential election that time. Be that if not, he won the last election that he did before he come out. He was the one who win it, but he purposely leave the seat for Buhari. Now because of waiting northern people they talk, now why he come out. But waiting I get to tell northern people now, how this issue will be say with the face, them they normally know say okay now them be the causes. That is why it be like say, okay, anytime we be say okay their own person they rule, they know they like bring all this Boko Haram of 18, and once their own person come out, now so they use propaganda and many other things to make sure see the current government now they spoil am. Now the plan now waiting them be they do be this, but their agenda now go down they expose them. It's not as if okay person they against them. Even this Boko Haram of 18 where we say we they talk now, this Boko Haram even as them they talk say, okay they attack northern people, all these soldiers where we say that they attack where on the here now they see and say okay most of them are from south now they come out from. So now why they not go fit post their name because of all this issue where we saying they even go on now. Many southeastern and south now they don't they decline of joining all this Nigeria army. If you know what is good for you as a southerners, make you carry yourself sit down one place, make you find job where we say in go fit they take shop for inside, make you not carry yourself go join any military, make them not buy you early. You know say okay ever since we say okay with the hear of all this issue where we say they go on for Borno and many other states. Now most of the people where we say they buy now southerners and many other person they buy. So you where we say they hear me now, if you know that okay you like your person, make you wanna say okay make you not even join their own army at all, make nobody join any military person at all. Now the advice so we get to give una today now be this. So if now we say now they hear us now, if now today be na first time we say now they come across our channel, I beg make una like our video, make una share, and also make una subscribe. Thank you.